Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Panthers going up against the Eagles. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They go play action here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A huge play there right off the bat. 69 yards. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. The play clock's running down. Now Wentz throwing, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The tight end changing his position. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Hoyer. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he cuts it out to the sideline. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Panthers are going to get a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On first down, Wentz. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Into the red zone, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down following the incompletion. In motion left goes a tight end. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is incomplete. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end. But when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
Now Wentz on third down. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down.
Concerned, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
Now Hoyer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of it. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll run it here. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
They come out here in the eye. Hoyer. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Here's Hoyer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll go on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23. Yard line. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Set,
And the wideout in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Wentz. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Try and start this drive in the air. And Olsen over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Toss. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham. And that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. So the D-line's going to spread out. 5 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Check 50. Go to you. Come to me. It's me.
Wentz to throw on second down. Ertz has it left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And Matthews has it right side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Here's Hoyer. And that'll be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. Now Hoyer gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hoyer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Luke Kuechly. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Green, 39. No. Watch you now, Barney. All right, now. Over.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up fourth down. Here's Garrett Swanson now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Carolina first. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vinny Curry in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. He'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. Now fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. In not great starting field position here for the offense.
4 down.
back near the goal line. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key third down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go! Detroit!
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
No. Check. Patriots. Back that it up, Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to fire this thing deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. Blue, landing. Detroit.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right through. So they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now Hoyer. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Wentz now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Wentz going to look to throw. Flushed out right and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Eagles take possession. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, But this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
He's got time. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And he motions the wide receiver.
Leopard!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
No, check. Patriot! Back let's go! Philly, here we go! Here we go now. Green, 39, back 99, Philly, here we go!
And they're going to speed things up here. Into the red zone, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
All right, here we go. Blue landed!
Halfback sent in motion. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Left side caught by Matthews. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! All right, here we go. Over!
And the back goes into motion. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
All right, here we go. 3-19! Detroit!
Now Hoyer. And Olsen over the middle. And get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Hoyer. Benjamin with it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Hoyer. And caught left side, Olsen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on third.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
All right, here we go.
On play action, it's Wentz. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now the try here for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Panthers coming out now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now Hoyer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Third down now following the completed pass. Here's Hoyer. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Hoyer. His throw incomplete. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz now on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And now they're in the hurry-up. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. 3rd down now following the run.
Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 12 yards on that one, and earns him a fresh set of downs. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And that is incomplete here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Patriots! Detroit! Detroit! Check 50. No. Check. Patriots! Patriots! Check. Motion out of backfield. Motion out of backfield.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Watch left. Watch it now, Barney. Gone.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Hoyer. Benjamin with it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Green, 39. Good.
Green Beckham in motion right.
No, check. Patriot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Matthews, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Nader. Sheet. They have about 5 or 6 plays per game.
I know who I want, but I doubt I'm going to get him. So.
And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
I could go this bad.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I want this Bama, though.
Know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see
out here having a hard time. Wow, she gonna come in here like, yeah, man.
Who?
I don't know about this Madden.
Who? You lost
Manny.
again, man?
Manny?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What
You
about
lost
him?
again?
You was off, man?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you talking about fish market?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Third quarter came through and I just didn't care no more.
I logged on and I went to like send invites out. And I saw the score. It was like 40-something and 24 or something like that.
Oh, no, it's 48-36 now. I threw some picks early on that fucked me up.
Gotcha.
I might be better off getting this Bama. He's short as shit for a tight end, though.
Man. All I need is a middle linebacker. That's it, dude. I'm so mad because when free agency came, I saw Ogletree, and I was like, people are not going to be able to spend money like that. I don't know where JT got that money from.
Down to
How many people you invited? Just whoever you saw online. Yeah.